here we are. Hashtag coastal living down under Australia. Feel free to use this hashtag and we hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello and welcome to Coastal Living Down Under Australia. Today we are going to be making some healthy, gym-friendly candles with some cool little themes. And at the moment I have done some little blueberry molds here and I'm just popping these blueberries out. Now we're using soy wax, the 464 soy wax today, and all I've done here is made them with purple colouring and blueberry fragrance. Now we've also done some cute little baby raspberries, which I've done in this mould. I did have a little bit of trouble making sure that they didn't overflow, so you can see here I have some that have overflowed, but we're just going to trim around the edges and just freshen that up before we put them into our lovely candles that you can see here in the background. Now while I'm breaking those off, the one that you can see in the back with the wavy wooden wick, that's going to be our vanilla yogurt and fruit bowl. So some of these berries will go into there. Now I've also got strawberries in the background as well that we're going to use. And we're going to pour a marble candle. I'm going to show you how to do marbling today. As well as we are going to do our first ever feel-good emoji candle. Now I recently got a emoji mold and I've poured out some pink emojis and we're going to pick out the happy faces. Now these are the little raspberries that I've got, and don't they look super cute? They also have a raspberry and vanilla scent to them. So we're just going to pop these over here. Okay, and we're going to pop out the beautiful purple emojis. Now these ones have come out quite dark, so you can't really see the images on the face as clearly, so we're not going to use them today, but I did just want to show you the wonderful mold that I got. Now if you're going to be using molds like this, I would suggest that you use a light coloured candle wax, because as you can see here, it's very hard to make out what is on the face. So lesson learned, if you want to use something that is going to show very fine features, like our emoji candles, then please use a lighter colour. Okay, so we're just going to pour in the vanilla wax. So all of our wax is vanilla scented, a very vanilla. Now, if you're looking at buying these, you can find all these scents at the description. I will have links on all the products that I use. Now, the way I'm doing this yogurt, you'll see here that I already have the soy wax set, but I'm just topping it up and putting another thin layer of the soy wax on top. Now, the reason I'm doing this is this makes it much easier for me to put in the beautiful little berries and not have them completely sink into the candle, as well as they won't, because I'm going to be putting them in while the wax is very liquidy, they won't bunch up and dent the finish of the candle. So this is a really good tip for you to use if you're going to be doing something similar like this, if you're going to have some sort of candle molds sitting on top. Okay, so this is how you would do it so it looks like vanilla yogurt with berries, because let's face it, your berries are going to sink slightly into the yogurt, aren't they? So the next step is just to place them in how you would like to do it. I generally like to do my candles, I either do them all the same all the way around, or I will do one side. So one side's plain and one side has all the fruit on it. And that just looks better as far as I'm concerned. I prefer it that way, and it also shows up much better in the videos and on display. So have some fun with it. If you do find that some tip over, I usually, as you can see there, just use a skewer or some tweezers or whatever you have available to be able to flip them into place as you would like. Now we have some mandarin here. So we've got a couple of different little colours just to make it a bit of contrast. I probably would have liked to have had something green in there, but I haven't had time to do any green leaves or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave it like that with a few more berries. And then, as I said, we're going to do the candle on the right there. We're going to do some lime green marbling. Now, the marbling videos on my channel have been extremely popular. So if you're looking at doing marbling, I would suggest watch this video. It's super, super easy, and I know you'll be able to do it. And here is our vanilla yogurt with berries. So we're just going to wait for that top layer to set, and here they are. So now we're up to, now you can see that it's started to set for our middle candle. And all I'm doing, I've picked out all the smiley faces or the laughing faces, all the happy emojis that you would want if you're at the gym. Something to inspire you and push you into doing that little bit extra. So that's all I'm doing here, is I'm just going to be placing these all around the outside. So no matter which direction you're looking at, you can see a smiley face, and hopefully it will give you some inspiration. So basically all I'm going to do here is place these little emoji candies all the way around the candle. And it really does have a really cool effect. And I really like these wooden wicks. Now I'll just go over what I've done with these wooden wicks. If you are planning on using wooden wicks, you should always dip them in your wax prior to placement. This just seals the wood. It allows for a better burn, and especially if you're using them in some sort of water candle, like I did with my other candles where they had floating sand, you must always seal them in wax so that the water doesn't get into them. But for this purpose, just dip them in your wax while it's melted, okay, and then place them in where you would like them to be. You'll find that you get much better burn in the process. Now, I love the little yogurt and berries jar over there. This little jar I found just at my local op shop. I always find some really, really good vessels at my op shop. There's always lovely crystal jars and containers. And here you go, you can see all the little faces. They're all smiling or laughing or blowing kissy faces. So it's just what you want when you go into the gym, something happy and to inspire you. We've got a few little ones left over, which we'll use another day. And that's what I've got my little organiser up the back where all my leftovers go. So here we're doing the marbling. So what I've done here, at the moment I'm doing the heat gun, but I just want to explain what I did prior to this. So basically I used my skewer, I pushed it down the side of the glass, and then I did drops in each area where I had pushed the skewer down the side of the glass. This allows the dye to run down into where the skewer has gone, and I'm going to show you this again just in a little minute, because sometimes it doesn't go all the way down into where the skewer has gone. So all we're doing here is just applying some heat to the side of the glass. And what that will do is it will melt the wax on the very inside surface of the glass, and it will allow the colour to spread through and create this fantastic marbling effect. Now the one tip I will give you when you're marbling is less is more. So as you can see here, you can see that the green is starting to spread slightly, and you can also see it here, it's starting to spread down into where the skewer went. You can see that straight line. Now, if you do it too much, it'll be too far gone and the spread will be too great, and it'll just completely, the green will cover over completely the white, and basically you'll end up with a green candle. So as you can see here, you can see it starting to spread and you can see it shooting off, and that's when you would stop, spin the glass around and move on to the next little section. Okay, you can always go back and do it again. So if I was to go through this process and go through and say, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and just leave it sitting on a flat surface, and then you could come back in the next, say, 15 minutes, and you'll find that it is probably spread about 3 times more than when you finished and left it. Be careful, the glass will always be hot. Make sure you're wearing the appropriate heat gloves, and just bear in mind that as you're spinning it with your fingers, it is going to be hot. Okay, so here it is where I'm just spreading the dye a bit further down, and that's basically what I did at the very beginning before I put the dye in. So we're just going to do that in each of the spaces as we spin around, just to get the green colouring further down into the candle. Now it's a really simple process. You can do this with store-bought candles as well. They don't have to be candles that you've made yourself. If you can purchase a straight-edged candle from any stores like Kmart, Big W, anywhere like that where you can get cheap candles, and all you need is your own liquid dye. Now as you can see here, air bubbles are coming up, and as those air bubbles and the heat gun is releasing those air bubbles to the surface, it is pushing the colouring further down, which is the perfect way that you want this to spread. So now we're going to move to the next section, and as you can see here, this is this beautiful marbling effect that you get. Okay, so basically you just do this process. You're going to let it stand, which is what I'm about to do here, as long as the glass isn't too hot. So we're going to let that stand a little bit, and when we come back after it's stood, you're going to see this wonderful lime green marbling effect, which is what you're seeing now. So I'm just going to show you the lovely vanilla and fruit salad, which is looking fantastic, and everything has set into that yogurt, and our lovely wavy wooden wick. And then we're going to show you our cute and inspirational emoji candies with our lovely star wicks, and you can see some really cool funny faces on all of those little candies. And then we've got our beautiful marble lime green candle. We are going to trim that wooden wick down, but what an amazing result we've got there. So I hope these candles have inspired you. Ellie's in the background over there and looking at our lovely vanilla and wattle candle. So please try as many candle fragrances and styles and designs as you can. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. Some great videos are about to come up as well, so please check out our other content. Thanks a lot. Bye.